Tell us a little bit about you. You touched on it there a bit, but like kind of standard processes and standard communication and what coaches want, and then something a little bit unique and bespoke, and then like the players' input, especially from a more mature performer, someone who knows their body well. They know they've got a bit of experience, and they can say, that doesn't work for me. I'm going to take what you've got there, and I'm just going to tweak it a little bit. Tell us a little bit about that breakdown and in how just basically how much input there is from coaches and how much input there is from the individual or from senior players.
I think that's really dependent on the coaches and on the club you're playing in. For example, when we speak about the week routine here in Italy, we just train the whole week towards the game. There's no day off, and I never experienced something like that before. So that's definitely something my body had to adapt to this. So when you think of Monday, like a week, let's say you play on a Sunday and you train from Tuesday onwards, you train every single day, and you don't have the day off 2 or 3 days before a game day where you can quickly reset and recover and fully go out maybe the day before. So that was a little bit of an adjustment and adaptation for myself, for my body. And sometimes I had to drop out in certain sessions because I felt like, and that would be me communicating it and saying to people, look, I know how my body works. I know if I'm not dropping out now, I have a problem at latest 2 days after that, and that's the game day. So I'd rather skip a session or a bit of the session to give myself a chance to go through the week in the best possible way and to be ready for the weekend. And that's really, really sometimes a hard conversation, and people might think, okay, why does she not want to train now? And they take it against you. But at the end, you just want to basically be the best for the team, right? And the best benefit for the team. And I think in this, what I said before, in this area or in this perspective, coaches have to open up a bit and give the players' voices a bit more importance, because it's not maybe enough to just ask before a training session if everyone slept well, because you also have to know, like, hey, how do you feel and how will you feel in 3 days if we do this, this, and this. So this clear structure, I always felt like that's something really English, and I liked it a lot in England, in West Ham, when we had the week structured and you would know what to expect throughout the week, with not all of a sudden there turns up a friendly match the next day and you wouldn't even know this, and there's not another day off towards the game. And that, that's a new experience as well, and you have to deal with this, but you should always be confident enough to also speak out what's best for you. And that might not always be exactly in this moment, but sit your coaches down and say, or the physios or the medical area. And that was a big fight here, especially due to the language barrier. My Italian is okay, I can understand a little bit, and I can also make a joke sometimes, but it's hard when you really speak in depth about your personal physical needs throughout the week. So I've learned that, and maybe that comes with age as well. And obviously there's a fear to not being picked for the starting 11 on the weekend if you miss a training session. But I think it shouldn't be that pressure on you to go through these sessions with pain and to not being able to perform on your best level just because you couldn't skip a part of a training session, for example. I think that's, for coaches, important to put this into consideration as well, just to be able to have the best starting 11 on the weekend.